Jane started to cry bitterly, and Helen's parents entered the room and brought to her coffee and bread and offered to her. But actually Jane wasn't in the mood to eat. She was crying. Helen Burns tried to comfort her, and on that time Mrs. Temple saw the girls. She asked them to come at her room. When Miss Temple saw Jane cried that bitterly, she said to her, "You had accused, and you have the right to defend yourself. So tell me the truth, Jane, and if I believe you, I will declare that for all the students in the school." Jane told her about her story and about her life at Gateshead and how Mrs. Reed and her son and daughters treated her. And for sure told her about the Red Room and how she was terrified at this room, and about Miss Dr. Lowood. And surprisingly, Miss Temple knew Dr. Lowood, and she told Jane that she will ask him about her story and about what she said, and if she said the truth, she will announce that for all girls at Lowood School. And indeed, when Miss Temple received a letter from Dr. Lowood agreeing that what she said or what Jane had said was true, she told the whole school that she had been wrongly accused and wasn't a liar. From that moment, Jane felt that she was accepted again, and she set to work to learn as much as she could. By this announcement, we end this chapter. So now, as usual, let's try to be sure that we understand all about this chapter. And don't forget to read the whole chapter in your novel to be able to answer any question. And now, let's start with the first model question. Why was Jane afraid of such a visit? Again, why was Jane afraid of such a visit? Of course, we mean the visit of Mr. Brocklehurst, which is the name of the chapter, Mr. Brocklehurst's visit and its result. Of course, everyone now understands what is the visit and understood actually what is the result about that visit. So come on, let's try to answer this one. What do you think? Why she was afraid of such visits? Yes, you are right. She was afraid that Mr. Brocklehurst could recognize her and in return will tell anyone about her story or about actually what Mrs. Reed said about her, about the lies that Mrs. Reed said about her. And the girl wanted to start a new life and a new beginning, and she didn't want anyone to know about all of these lies. Okay, so far so good. Now let's move on to the second question. Okay, Mr. Brocklehurst was a man of contradictions. Again, Mr. Brocklehurst was a man of contradictions. We wanted to explain that. Why do you think that such a character of Mr. Brocklehurst is a contradictory character? Yeah, for sure, you are right. Yes, because actually he had opposite actions. In the beginning, or according to his strategy in the school or at Lowood School, he wanted the girl to be in need. He wanted the girl to just live in poverty. And on the other side, he and his family lived in a very luxury way. And now let's move on to another style of questions, which is the comment question. And again, one more time, when you're answering this question, you have to mention who said this quotations and to who, and comment on the situation in general, and give a comment about your own. So come on, Watch her punish her body to save her soul. Watch her punish her body to save her soul. We need to comment on this. Come on, try to think. I think it's very obvious to answer. Okay, you're right. These words said by Mr. Brocklehurst to the whole class and to the teachers when he was talking about Jane Eyre. He told everyone in the class about the girl and how she is a very wicked girl, and of course ordered everyone, the students and the teachers, for not to talk to her, and he warned the teacher from her by saying that watch her and punish her body to save her soul. And of course he said that according to his belief or his model of Christianity. And now let's end our session with a question for you to answer in the comments. The question is, what did Miss Temple do after hearing Jane's story with the Reed family? Again, what did Miss Temple do after hearing Jane's story with the Reed family? I will be so glad to hear from you, or just to write your answer in the comments. Thank you, my little followers, for your time, and see you in the next session. Bye.